Happy Thursday. Welcome to Crossweird. I'm Dob. Good to see you. With me, of course, is...
Who is it?
Let me think. I actually just forgot. Oh, wait. No. It's Mums.
Oh, hi.
I remembered.
Hello.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Slug. Slug, thanks for the low bridge warning. That was important. That could get treacherous. Hi, Apey. Hi, Geekiest. Hi, Meat.
Dip it, pop it, twerk
Hi,
it,
Lou.
stop it.
Kelsey. Oh, Kelsey. Thanks for the resub. 5 months. Man, does time fly. Dip it, pop it, twerk it, stop it, as I like to say. How fitting. How's everybody doing? How's your Thursday? How's your week been? How was your Wednesday? Is everybody excited for Friday? All the days, all the questions. Feel free. Answer in any order you'd like. Oh, AP. I was about to say you're welcome, my pleasure, and then I thought, is there some sarcasm in that statement? But I'm always happy when you're streaming. Yes. You know what? Same.
Me too.
Buddy. I'll do my best.
I'm very ready for this week to be over.
Thank you, AP. Then AP, it is always my pleasure. It's
Why does that upset you? Would you like to share with the class? Are you offended by
would you
cheese on sandwiches?
No, it's the would you ever order a sandwich with cheese and then literally take it off and not eat it?
Order the sandwich with cheese and then not eat it?
Yes. Doesn't that seem
like intentionally ask for cheese and then take it off?
No, like it's a sandwich that comes with cheese.
I don't think I care about this. Can we have emotion tonight? Yeah, I don't think I care if anyone takes cheese off their sandwich, but I could be wrong. I mean, I think it would be weird if someone ordered a sandwich and said, "Can I please have a slice of provolone on it?" and then then took it off and didn't eat it. That would be strange, but are you upset because Kelsey didn't say in the notes
buy me a sandwich?
Kelsey,
no, I'm not okay. I'm sorry. Can we just be clear that I'm not upset about it?
Okay, I don't know what's going on, to be clear.
Kelsey is saying things. I've commented before, I believe on Discord, that it seems just weird to me. What? Oh my god. You know what? I will. Mom's take it.
Sorry. AP used the red keg emote. I can only refer to that as the red keg emote because red keg loves to use it. For some reason, it happens for every single package. I think they somehow think it's safer that it lands closest to the front of the building, so they chuck it. Man, I wish that I had a fence for people to chuck packages over. I just get mine taken from the sidewalk. But yeah, I hear you. That's not great, throwing delicate packages.
No, nothing surprising there, but fingers crossed. I sure hope whatever it is not broken. Hopefully whatever it is was packed nicely.
Yeah.
I had a story once where I knew someone who was shipping an espresso machine, and they brought it into a UPS store to ship it. And the UPS guy says to them, like, it's on the counter, and the UPS guy goes, "Is this like packed really well? You know, like what's the width or whatever?" And they go, "So would you mind if I just dropped it from this counter onto the floor?" And the person was like, "What? Why would I do?" And their point was, when that stuff is like put on a truck, it's usually thrown at least that much, so it should be packed in that kind of way.
Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be like a whether or not this gets deemed a fragile thing or not. You know, like
no, it's just it should just anything important should be packed in such a way that it could be dropped from a few feet up. I think was the. So I sort of always think of things in that context. Hi, Saz.
Hello. Hi, Saz. Britta. How are ya? Hi, Britta. Where did the day go?
Mm-hmm.
Good question.
Yay! Nice,
Yay!
Kate. Hopefully it's something fun. We were all waiting with bated breath, I bet.
Mm-hmm. I need to get some ibuprofen and some water.
Okay.
I will be
Take
right
your time.
Back. Okay.
I will talk to the class. Hi, class. It's really good to see you all. Anytime we're away, we miss you. I love to see the group activities streams in the Discord. That is so great. So cool to see. Hey, meet. I brought my pencil. If anybody can name the song that's referencing, you get to pick the music for today. I'll open the note. Why does it say your mom? What did I say? Predictable. What didn't... fair. Oh. Lou, you did. Lou, you did. Also, Lou, how are you doing? I know you had a big day yesterday, and hopefully everything went well. Was definitely thinking of you.
Yay, Lou. Yeah, I hope it went well.
Welcome back, Moms. I hope the ibuprofen helps.
Yeah, you know what? I had the first ocular migraine in a year yesterday. Had like a weird headache that turned into an ocular migraine, and I don't know if anyone's ever had them, but they're really weird. You just like suddenly can't see.
Yeah.
Like we were watching a movie and it had subtitles on and I just couldn't read them or really see the screen. And it's been a while since I've had one, so yeah, I didn't know what was happening. And first I cleaned my glasses like an idiot. And then that didn't work, so I put in some eye drops. And then when you get these like basically like squiggly vibrating rainbows, it honestly looks like you have like a broken TV screen in your eyes, which is really terrifying. Hey, Steph Rad. I'm not glad that happened, but I'm glad that someone understands how terrifying it is. It's very scary. Because it feels like maybe you're losing your vision all of a sudden and it won't go back. But then once the wiggly lines came, I realized that it was an ocular migraine, and so I just had to put on an eye mask, lay down and wait for it to go away. Yes, I'm doing great.
I remember the first time you got them, and
yeah,
I know by the way you described it that it was scary. So I hope you don't get one again ever.
Well, the last time it happened in a cluster, so I'm expecting that I will maybe be getting another one. It's just trying to take it easy so that I don't. But yeah, they're really, really weird. They're very weird. But luckily, they don't come with like a super painful headache for me, at least. I do have like a mild headache, but it's more the ocular part of it. Anyway, yeah, just fun stress stuff.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but I do hope the ibuprofen helps. And prevents it.
Thanks.
Hi, Dan. Hey, if there's anybody who's not aware that Dan streams crosswords and is a terrific solver and does a lot of cryptics, but is a great solver of both American style and cryptics.
My gosh,
and
yeah.
Dan recently got to affiliate here on Twitch. And
Yay.
If you don't already follow Dan and Babka, please click his name, or their name, I suppose, and give them a follow. And if you check out their stream and like what you see, consider giving them a sub. Dan, a super nice guy. Babka, super cute guy.
Babka.
Always sparks joy to see Dan.
Honestly, yeah. I was going to say it always sparks joy to see Babka, but also it does always spark joy to see Dan. But like, aside from Stella, I don't think I've ever met an internet cat that I get more excited to see.
Oh, I know.
Babka is just so cute. I don't even really know what it is. Maybe it's because Dan is nice and follows Babka around, and so you get to see the whole kit and caboodle.
Yeah, that is kind of a funny thing because Babka is a kitten and doesn't always, but then randomly Babka will just be like passed out. Like True. Absolutely down for the count.
Yeah. I know.
He seems like a very sweet boy. When he's not chewing, I never had that problem with Stella, but I know a lot of people do.
These cats are scratchers, Meep and Peep.
So is Stella. Yep.
Yeah.
But anyway,
also, by the way, maybe other cat parents will relate to this, but sometimes before any of the humans wake up, the cats just seem to do this thing where they're just like jumping from surface to surface and jumping onto the ground. And it makes a specific noise that the doctor recently correctly identified as a phantom basketball. So now, yeah, it's just like this plunk that sounds like a basketball.
Being dribbled,
yeah. Anyway, so now we like to joke that this apartment is haunted by a phantom basketball or two.
That does remind me.
Image.
That is a very funny image. Also, them playing basketball is a very funny image. It also reminds me of the the cringiest live performance maybe of all time I don't know how common this knowledge is, but the old NBA theme for like the NBA's heyday in like the 90s and 2000s, it was like their famous like theme song, and it was actually written by John Tesh of all people. And like it's the only thing people know of his, and when he performs it live, he like air dribbles a basketball like to the song. And it's so bad. It is.
You're gonna have to post that in the Discord.
So bad, so good. Yeah, John Tesh.
The Globetrotters theme song, but spooky. Why can't I think of the Globetrotters theme song at the moment?
The whistling thing. I can't get it.
Can you hear the doctor whistling it?
Is that what that was? I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
It's not loud enough. But
here, do you want to get closer?
Yeah. Oh, I don't hear anything now.
Oh, okay. Never mind. You're not close enough here. I'm going to get closer.
You know what? Maybe I'll just play it.
You could do that. Actually, that's kind of making my headache worse. Can you stop it?
Oh, no, stop, please.
Thank you. Oh. Yeah, the doctor does have a musical styling or two. It's kind of a thing. Anyway. How was today's puzzle, by the way? I could not find this constructor on Twitter. We're planning to do today's, and then we're going to do the most recent Steve Mossberg variety cryptic from Where Chase.
Yes. Always loved
exciting.
The Steve Mossberg variety cryptics. And the cryptics. You're all probably familiar, but just in case, check out Square Chase on Patreon. Very affordable if you're into it. And if you're not into cryptics, there is no better place to start than with Steve's, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah. Maybe not with the variety ones, but the ones on his blog.
Yes.
Or you could do both and just kind of concurrently solve the ones on his blog that are called Cryptics. And then, also work on the variety ones. It's a possibility.
Yeah. Moms, I know you're muted, but I assume you can hear me. I'm going to show your screen.
Lou liked today's puzzle. AP. Wait, AP, are you saying that today's puzzle took you 1 hour and 7 minutes? Steve's Cryptic, fantastic. Today's puzzle, just okay, 5:45. I don't know if for Dan that's like the equivalent of like 40 minutes for us. Feels like it could be.
I bet it's not that far off, yeah.
AP, that's honestly not too bad if you're stuck on something, which I feel like can happen on Thursdays and later. Oh my God. I'm just realizing that I had a crossword dream last night.
Oh.
Because I was thinking, like, I just recently was talking with someone about how Thursdays and on are hard, and I realized that was totally in a crossword dream, which is so goofy.
That is goofy. Hi, Ori. How's it going?
Hey, Ori. How's it going? Oh, dear. We are crossword dreamers. Well, whatever. It happens. Uh-oh. Kelsey woke up sweating.
What? Like just now? Oh.
From the crossword dream, I think.
Oh. Was it about cross weird? That's when it'll get weird, is when somebody's like, I had a cross weird dream.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I've had crossword dreams, but I've never had a cross weird dream that I know of.
You know what, Moms? I'm living the cross weird dream.
Wow. I keep remembering that after my endoscopy last week, the first thing I said to the nurse was, "Do you guys do crosswords?" Yeah. Meet Daddy. That's a lot. Ori met Carly. Wow.
Very cool. I bet there are people here who would be jealous. Hey, let's take a look at the Times, I think.
Yeah.
Meaning, yeah, the New York Times, I suppose, but I meant the...
I know what you meant.
Yep.
Yeah, our Times. Which we haven't really been prioritizing looking at recently. So apparently our average, which is obviously weighted by lots of times where we didn't used to care. Oh my gosh, it warmed my heart. The other day I was looking at the New York Times crossword tag on Twitter, and someone complained about how they wish that the New York Times would show them their previous personal best or personal record when they break a personal record. And it just always it's really actually very depressing that something like that would warm my heart, but because I also really wish that the stats were better, it did. And that's just one of many things to talk about in therapy. Okay, so I'm gonna guess that that this will take us maybe 10 minutes. No, that would be really fast for a Thursday. I'm going to say that this will take us 15 minutes.
Okay. I'm going to say 12.
Okay, cool. All right. Hey, Amarth, how's it going? Kate says we all want that. Yes. And Lou suggests a 10-week rolling average. I agree. I think, okay, well, whatever. I won't say much, but it doesn't seem that difficult to add a drop-down bar for a date range to something like this. Like, I don't know. I've built a few dashboards in my day. I can't imagine it would be that difficult for the Times to do.
It wouldn't be. This is a good reminder for me to re-download the data, though, so you can work your data magic.
Well, true, but a little different from getting a snapshot versus, I guess, yeah. I think actually someone may have built an API, or there may be an available API to like update an Excel spreadsheet daily, so you could have like more of a rolling dashboard. But anyway, let's do this puzzle. Yeah. True, Kelsey. Very true. Very true. All right. Here we go. August Lee Kovac. Hopefully. Oh, that was F10. Oh, F11 didn't work. Whoa, very delayed. You like this, right? For the overlays, this works?
Down just a tiny bit, if you don't mind. Perfect. That it?
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. All right, are you ready? If you are, say the thing.
Away we go.
All right. Earth and Mars, for example, gods. Oh, shoot. Okay. This is super delayed.
Yeah, let's pause.
I don't know why.
You want to... I'm going to... You want to bring up maybe task manager and just see if there's something misbehaving?
Sure, because it should be on my side, right? Because it's very delayed for me in real life. Oh, you know what? I have a thought. One second. I do have like 75 million taps up, so could be that. The restraint at you not groaning. Impressive. Oh, he must be muted.
I am not a monster, Momes.
All right. For now, I'm just going to be seeing the chat on my phone, which is fine. And I guess we'll try this again.
I mean, are you sure that's what you... Okay.
There's really like nothing else running. So, yeah. All right. Let's try it again.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, can you just F11 and do the thing and perfect. That's perfect. Just like that. All right, let's see how it goes. Away we go.
Fingers crossed. All right. Oh dear.
Just click any.
It's not. Okay.
Yep.
There we go. Not shown here. It has these varieties. Coffee. Not sure. Like hammer pants. Billowy.
I think puffy. Are you sure it's God's?
No. Nope. Let's try puffy. High school class could be. I don't know about weird. Puffy. Yeah. Let's see. Show that spawned Wayne's World in brief.
SNL.
Is it SNL? Part of a comparison. As an.
Maybe.
High school class not shown here. Roles follower maybe Royce.
Yeah.
It has this and this varieties. Still not sure. Not sure. Okay. Wearing just a smile, say. Nude?
Maybe.
Office inappropriate tag is not safe for work. Eggshells and coffee grounds typically. Waste. Yep. Philadelphia athlete.
Flyer with a Y.
Okay. Its motto is that probably UCLA. Accessory for a soccer fan.
Scarf.
Oh, okay. Rosh Hashanah or Yom Kippur, holy days, but maybe there's some kind of thing. Shirt of some souvenir, tur shirt. Oh my god! Regarding this matter is something two or small bill is a one.
Here two.
Here two is that? Does that? Okay. Okay, never mind. The wolf in Peter and the Wolf. Friendly?
No.
Varmint?
Unless one is wrong.
Okay. Goddess whose name means lovely. Can't think of it. 115 or 130, for example. I mean, it could be time or odds ratio or something. Switch position.
Off, maybe?
Yeah, maybe it's odds. But wouldn't it be... Well, I guess it would.
Those are odds. Yep.
Yeah. Part of a guitar is
Fret.
Yes. Western hat is a Stetson.
Yep.
Trick is get.
Could be get, but what's that?
Drag races? No.
Could be.
If you come to face not understanding, if you come to something not understanding, I don't know. Soul Sucker, these are Dementors. Dementor.
Fame,
you come to fame. Probably his get. Drag race makes sense.
Yeah, but
they're not really
Erato? 29 across? Is that what that is?
Probably. Representation.
Icon.
Okay.
That's kind of weird.
Simple recipe instruction or a hint to the answers in the 4-starred clues.
Okay.
Maybe this is like an anagram or something, and it's like mix. Not just A is B.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where flotsam and jetsam may end up is probably a shore. Counters is contrasts is something. MASH Emmy winner. I have no idea. Seems like you might, but AOL freebies once. CDs, who could forget? Punchy ending is punchy, that toy? I don't know. Ilan in Congress, People's Democratic Republic.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know either. Like the works of Shakespeare or Frank Sinatra.
Classic?
Yeah. Measures of cellular strength, bars. Simple recipe instruction. Airport aprons are
tarmacs.
Oh, right. Punchy ending. C, red.
Turn angry. I don't know.
Yeah. Let's see if this could be an N. She met her husband Frank after beating him in a shooting match. Nope. Talks endlessly is something's on.
Yeah.
Yeah, not sure. Not sure what that is. Don't think you will know either. Cape Cod retreats. Not sure. It's a themer. It's famous for doing the floss.
Otter?
What?
I don't know.
Do they do that? I believe you. Is that a complete joke? Guess.
I don't know why it came to me, but I don't.
Okay.
I mean,
actor
that's
Jeremy
Renner.
of the Hurt. Like this?
But with ends as in Nancy. Yeah.
Some big nights are eaves.
Nice.
Feels crummy is ales, probably. Fish hook attachment is maybe it's like J nail or something. I don't know. Its motto is that. China's this person. Bye.
See ya.
See ya. Yep. Yale, probably.
There you go.
Not sure. Let's go over here. Top story is the terrace is the, what is it? Not
attic?
Sure. The Tao of Pooh. Yes, attic. Nice. Not just smart.
Ache? I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
like if
could
it's that
be.
kind of smart. I don't know, though.
Org whose logo has an eagle grasping a key. Let's see if this could be an H. Crack up is sure. Lifted is stole. Let's try ache. No, that does not fit. It's famous for doing the floss. Obama? What?
It?
I agree. Look, I'm advanced degree is nth, probably. Meeting informally is a sesh. Formerly once is something. City on the Rhone is that Leon? I don't know. Talks endlessly is Blathers is not sure.
Yeah. Babbles? Yeah. Babbles.
There you go. Formerly once. Oh, what is that? Bel Canto, right? Isn't that a thing? Cape Cod retreats.
Beach.
Yeah.
Something.
Let's see if that works. It covers about 6.8% of the Asia. So
maybe it's not beach.
What is this?
That's tough. Something eyes? I don't know. But what the heck is that? What is 58 across? That's weird. Formerly once?
Maybe it's not nth. All right, let's take out beach because that H doesn't. Well, I don't know. Let's look at this. I don't know what that is. I am not sure about that one. Counters is, it could be of the verb.
Counters, rebuts, like to counter someone.
Yeah.
Resists.
Okay.
Nice.
Varmint.
Critter.
Oh, nice. Good job.
Something is wrong up there.
This is Oral B. You know what? I wondered.
That's a
okay.
Dumb.
Do you know who this is yet?
No.
Later,
no, I don't.
Punchy ending.
Face. Yeah, I don't. Punchy ending.
Oh, what's this? See red. Something loss. Maybe this is about like losing money. Like.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like
turn a loss.
Is that a phrase?
Like turn a profit, turn a loss, maybe?
Okay. Yeah.
Just
add water.
There you go. Okay, so we're adding water to something. Swit? Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's
her
good.
real name, yeah. Something. What's the across? Annie met her husband after beating. Europe? Okay.
Just guessing here.
Yeah, no, that makes total sense. Jane Eyre. There you go. Erst.
So some H2O. Beach to house.
Beach house? It's beach house. H. It's just H2. Oh, yeah, 2 H's. Yep.
Oh, yeah, there you go. And then an O. Okay.
Yep, HHO. There we go. Okay.
Right. Okay, last possible second is H, 2 H's O. I don't know. Organization, right. Lifted is
robbed.
Right, or it could be raised up. Crack up is laugh. Oh, yeah. So I think it is ache. Good job.
Nice. Thanks.
Lifted is boist. Boist? Hoist? What am I talking about? Boost.
Boist. Wait, lifted. I don't know about boost. What's 60? Make binding sign. Boon. It's a boon to like.
Yeah, or bust. I mean,
Oh God, what is happening there? Oh my God.
It's got an H and a.
Oh, fuck.
Bop.
What is that? Bop. Best possible second. 11th hour.
Oh, there you go. 11th hour. Born.
So that means it's going. I think we have to put in a rebus, is my guess.
Oh, yeah. Where, though?
Where the U is?
So I guess we have to look at the down.
Let's just... Wait. Hour. No.
Well, just add water. So I don't know if we do need to add it. Right?
Okay, maybe not.
Let's
okay, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Yeah, sure. That's fine.
Loud, probably. I heart. Okay.
Something so holidays?
Yeah. So
holy. It is
holy.
Wait, no. What? What is I don't okay.
Okay. Not shown here is maybe it doesn't matter where you add them. So that would make it no.
Anyway, it's something else. It's not holy. Yeah.
You're right. It has these two varieties like hammer pants.
I mean, coffee.
Right. Like hammer pants. Hammery.
It's What did you think one across was? Gods?
Yeah.
Because maybe it is. Yeah.
Not shown here. High school class could be so many things. ALG, baggy. How about baggy?
There you go.
Let's
baggy.
try baggy and algebra.
Orbs.
Okay. I see.
Is it not as? It might not be as and, right?
Yeah, it might not be. Okay, what were we saying? Algebra here. So, okay, I need to actually write this out or else I'm not going to be able to see the way this should look. So it's
something
HO. Right?
Yeah, HHO. So it's something
So then this has
something GH.
High holidays?
Sure. But I don't know what that means, but is it a thing?
I don't know.
Okay. What is that? I feel like high holidays sounds right though. What is 13 across? Part of a comparison is to as an OAHA, not shown here. What the fuck?
Wait, also, I'm sorry.
What is happening?
Earth is totally not a god. I was like totally not thinking that through at all.
I don't know. I was just supporting you. I didn't. Maybe yeah. I guess in hindsight, okay. But what the fuck is that?
Didn't even really.
Are we sure it's algebra? Could it be like?
Oh, let's take it out. I don't know what else it would be, but it doesn't really help that this looks really weird and. It has Javan and Sumatran varieties.
Could that be part of a comparison? Like, could it be than? Like the word than?
Yeah, it could. Let's try that. Rhino? Maybe it's a rhino?
Rhino? Okay. Let's try high. Other.
English. Okay. Woo. Well. We love to see
Mamma mia. I'm really surprised we didn't get a single this just in command there.
Well, no, because we were using it. We just were not using it well.
Yeah, that's true.
It wasn't
why didn't
like
celebrate work?
Solvent.
Hey, Saz, can you try that again? If you don't mind.
So these are the specifically important Jewish holidays. Okay, I see. I mean, I was familiar with high something, but I wasn't thinking about it as high holidays exactly. More like high.
Oh boy.
Yeah, high holy days. Someone said that. I feel like
right.
that feels more like what I'm kind of vaguely familiar with.
Yeah.
But okay, Rhino. Good catch on than. That really got us out of a bind. This is an interesting clue because I don't feel like drag races are fights, right? But
they're. I mean, okay.
They're races, right?
Will you remind me who was tagged in your tweet?
Maybe no one. Did I mess it up? Did I even?
No, that's not why. I'm sorry. Never mind. That's not why I'm at. I have some. I didn't love this puzzle. Is all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't tweet the constructor. Okay. They could be lurking. I have no idea, but yeah. I mean, I don't dislike the theme. There was definitely, I feel like, some stuff I didn't know, but what does this mean? Oh, born of this. Is that actually spelled with an E? Why don't I know what that means? What's Snell? NY.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, these are some tough crosses, I would say, but yeah, luckily you knew Renner. I'm not usually good with names. Oh, Airborne, of course. Yes. Okay, that makes sense.
What was 25A? Hi, Kay.
Also, hey, Rose. I don't remember if I said hello yet.
Oh, French horns. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I like French horns. Where's LeBron?
Oh, yeah. There you go.
I didn't like... Sorry, what was the one that I was like, I hate that clue or something? Or I don't like that clue? Was it... was it Oral B?
Oh, Oral B. Yeah.
It's famous for doing the floss? Like, I get the joke, but...
Right.
Am I missing some layer to that joke that makes it not terrible? Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe there's...
I don't think you're missing anything.
Why would you... Yes, they make floss.
Lou, their favorite one was Lou. Lou, their favorite one was Lou.
Thank you, AB. Thank you. It's nobody said doing.
Yeah, you know what? If I had to guess, it would be that if you're doing a tricky clue like that, it should feel natural and not like a thing someone would actually say versus kind of stretchy. I don't know.
Come on. But yeah, how do we feel about the theme just not... I wonder if it would have accepted it too with the rebuses. We just didn't need to put them in. I don't know. It's a clever theme.
Oh, yeah. I'm always like vaguely confused when you have to do a rebus or not. But I will say in this case, because there wasn't like an independent square where the H2 or the HHO should go, and it doesn't correspond with any of the down answers, it felt like this would not be a situation where you have to put in a rebus. But I'm often confused about whether or not a rebus is required. So. Oh, yeah. Ori, I forget. Is HOH the way it's like structured in science? Like, would that have also been a like an
Did you put air quotes? Did you do air quotes when you said science for some reason?
No, that was a reference to me, like not even in chemistry, I guess, and being too dumb science-wise to even like identify the sect of science, the type of science. Okay. Ace visibility. Is that to do with the song?
Was it Lou? Oh, gotcha, meat. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, no, I like the theme. Yeah, I just didn't like 46 across. I feel like there was icon 34 across. Sorry, I'm not done. I'm not done being upset by clues.
Where is it again? 34.
34 across. Representation?
Yeah, like a gay icon is representation of that group.
Is that like kind of is that like what
the idea, or
is that a straight definition of that? Like,
or like beach houses are an icon? Like, why does everyone keep saying beach houses?
I don't know. Well, that's another clue.
Oh.
Okay. I don't know. I think of an icon as it's always a person. So calling that representation seems weird to me.
Well, no, I think, yeah, it's more like what someone said, like a desktop icon.
Okay.
Being like the representation of that program. I don't know. I don't know. When I'm solving a puzzle, I'm usually struggling enough that I can't even think about whether I like what I'm solving or not. This is just a very honest thing for me. I literally, in the process of solving, for better or worse, do not think about whether I like it. I'm just trying to think about the answers. So I'm always kind of like, it's difficult sometimes to look back and decide whether I liked a puzzle or not. Usually I can tell if it was difficult for me or not, but I guess you can tell if you really love certain clues. But anyway, this is why I'm not a crossword critic. But I do like that theme. You think so?
I have no
idea whether this is a good puzzle or not. It was a puzzle. It had clues. Those clues had answers, and they were represented in a grid.
See you tomorrow.
Yep.
I would read it every fucking day. All right. Well, hey, who is the spy? Sorry, August. Nice job, August. Congrats.
Let's get out of full screen mode. Oops, that just made me
Let's put in a rebus.
Here we go. All right. Let me click out of this so that whenever we do eventually get to doing the B, we won't spoil people. We are going to do this crossword by Steve Mossberg, which looks absolutely gigantic, possibly just to me, but maybe not.
I think just to you. It was just zoomed in one too many.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think it's regular size. Sure.
We're going to spin the wheel.
Hey, here we go.
Yay. Oh my goodness. Hello.
So hey, I think we're actually we're gonna do trivia today. If you haven't noticed,
do trivia.
It's turned on. So everybody redeem if you want a chance to play trivia. Famous, less precarious trivia. Redeem now, 50 channel points. I feel like we haven't done trivia in a while. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
If you need me to send you the link, Mums, I can.
You know what? I just saw it pop up.
There it is.
There it is. All right. Would you like to read from the names?
I would. Let's see. We've got Lou. We've got Dragon. We've got Kay. Ori. Kate. Kelsey. Also, I don't want to miss that Dragonheart. I'm sorry, Saz redeemed a Dude, Where's My Bollard? Pick a GeoGuessr game so we can end everything, assuming the Cryptic doesn't take us many hours. So that's always fun. Hey, everybody, if anybody else wants to redeem for a chance to play trivia, feel free. It's not too late.
Meet Daddy. Oh, it's
perfect.
Geo.
Oh, nice. All right. Well, if you change your mind in the next 3 seconds, Feel free. Otherwise, how about we spin the wheel? Let's say, let the wheel hear you, everybody. Chant along with me.
Wheel.
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 Oh my goodness. It's Kelsey. Hey, Red Keg.
Red Keg, everybody. Round of applause for both Kelsey and Red Keg. That's the first time I did a command using the little button. That was fun.
Oh, nice.
Kelsey, come on down, or the whatever the thing. Yay! Round of applause for Mom's classic rendition. Haven't heard that in a while.
One.
Yeah, let's find out what category we'll be reading from into Kelsey.
Yes.
From.
Let's do it. Are we ready? Let me center the wheel a bit better.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Wheel. 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 Oh. Oh, can you hear the meows?
No.
Purports and hummus.
Purports and hummus.
Purports and hummus it is. How did y'all fare on the New York Times? You know what's funny? I didn't even notice what time that we got. It took a while though. I think it was like 17 minutes or something. Was it even that? Does anyone know? Today was 16 and a half minutes. Okay, got it. All right. Purports and hummus, the one true category. Here we go.
Kelsey, good luck. I'm sure you'll do great.
Sports and hobbies is what this one is technically called.
So
and
close.
Kelsey, let's see. Oh my gosh. All right, Kelsey, you're going to get the easier 3 questions because we have not yet pulled a purports and hummus card. And I hope you know your soccer because that is the theme of this card.
Oh no.
So I wouldn't be afraid though. I am looking at the first question. I think it's highly inferable.
Okay.
All right, Kelsey, here is your first question. What was soccer superstar Ronaldinho, which is the R-O-N, I just pronounced that terribly. R-O-N-A-L-D-I-N-H-O. So probably more like Ronaldinho.
Yeah, I believe
Ronaldinho. Okay. Caught drinking at a press conference in 2012, which cost him his $750,000 sponsorship with Coca-Cola. And I'll read that once more because that was a little stilted.
No, we're good.
What was
Yeah, you're good. I got it. I would say highly inferable is an accurate statement.
Yeah, Red Keg, you got it. Saz, you got it. Rose, you got it.
Watch Kelsey say something like President's Club Cola.
Yeah, what's the Aldi version of Lou? Nice.
Red Keg.
0. Nice. Say 0.
Hi, 0.
There you go. Nice one, Lou. Is that regional? I can't remember. Kelsey says Pepsi, and Kelsey is, of course, correct. That is right. Yay. I think Royal Crown Soda was what Lou said. Is that a regional brand? I forget.
I think it's from actually originally around here, maybe even the Chicago area. So I think it's somewhat regional, but
yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. Good job,
Got
Kelsey.
Very
ready
nice.
for your second one?
Nice. I'm ready.
Okay.
Here's your second one, Kelsey. Which European team did David Beckham leave in 2007 after signing a 5-year, $250 million deal to play for the LA Galaxy? Yeah, put that in your bio, Kelsey.
Kelsey is
Red gag. That's not it.
Of course.
Oh. 0, that's not it. Saz, you got it. Kate, that's not it. Kelsey, you got it. That is correct. The answer is Real Madrid. A lot of people guessed Manchester United, so I'm guessing that's another team that he played for at some point. Is that right?
I'm not sure. It's a totally different league, but probably the other super famous.
Got it.
Man U is very famous. Oh, hi, Steve.
Hey, Steve. Yeah, enjoy the VOD. We're excited to solve.
We always are.
Yeah, excited to see how it goes. All right.
Kelsey.
Very nice job, Kelsey. You're on to your third question.
I smell a Kelsey slam.
Yeah, could be. Could very well be. Your question is, which country won the FIFA 2014 World Cup in Brazil with a 1-0 victory over Argentina in the final? Oof. For me, that is an oof.
What was the score?
1-0.
Sorry, what was after 1-0? These questions are all so long compared to how they used to be.
Right.
Winning
which country
1-0.
won the FIFA 2014 World Cup in Brazil with a 1-0 victory over Argentina in the final? And let's see if we have any guesses here. Kate, you got it. Red Keg, you got it. Ori, you got it. Saz, you got it. Meaty, you got it. 0 said Kelsey at some point. I don't know if that was in response to this question or a different one, but you got it 2-0. The answer is always Kelsey. And let's see. Kelsey herself guesses Germany. And Kelsey is correct. It's a Kelsey slam.
Yay! Kelsey slam, everybody. Oh, my goodness.
Ori says, intimidated by Kelsey's sports knowledge. Yeah, Ori, Kelsey is a regular in the Purports Discord channel that we have. Kelsey, Kate, two Purports fans with lots of knowledge. Very nice work. I thought Germany was going to be hard because I just don't pay attention to that, but then a bunch of people got it. So I'm surprised by that. But that just goes to show how little I know about soccer.
I mean, same. Germany is usually very good.
Oh, nice. Well, very nice.
Well done, Kelsey.
Yes, maybe we do one more. One more spin.
I would love to
spin
the wheel
today
again.
On the trivia.
Red Keg or anybody else, if you want to get your name on the wheel for a chance, please redeem now. Saz, anybody else. No pressure.
Yep. If you want to, Red Keg wants to put his name in, which we can do. All right. Let's go ahead. Oh, Bagel as well. Hey, Bagel.
Hey, Bagel.
All right. Let's spin. Are we ready?
I'm ready.
Wheel.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Meaty. It is a meat father. Oh no, meat daddy. It's going to be great. Don't you worry. Let's see what category you're going to answer.
Boy, could I go for a salami slam today, let me tell you.
What salami water, salami brine? What dumb shit did I say recently about salamis?
Well, so there were two things.
Oh,
there was the day you said slam me with the meat, and then there was a salami juice was the other thing.
Salami juice, that's what it was. Yeah.
So hey, let's find out if salami will be your category or something else. Yeah. Meat Daddy.
Here we go. Wheel. Ooh. Hey, geography it is.
Geography.
All right. Geography. All right. Meaty, let's see what your category is.
Well, we know it's geography.
It
or is there no geography? Okay.
No, I'm just trying to remember if we already did this. I think we did. So, yeah. So you're going to, unfortunately, Meaty, you're getting the harder 3 questions because we already did the first 3 on this card. The topic, you might remember, is Great Escapes. So previous questions on this card were about a raccoon-like animal that shares its name with a black and white bear that escaped from the National Zoo. Oh, this was the Count of Monte Cristo. This is that card. So actually, you're gonna get the 3rd, 4th, and potentially 5th question because the 2nd question was not answered correctly on this card, so we never got to the 3rd. Chateau Dilf. Wow, okay. Anyway, this is the Chateau Dilf card.
We're doing well. Hi, LeBron.
Very fitting that Meat Daddy is getting to finish the questions on this one. All right, here we go. Here's your first question, Meat Daddy. Which form of transportation did Pascal Payet, and that's Pascal spelled the usual way, and Payet, Payet, audaciously use to escape incarceration 2 times, most recently in 2007 from Grasse prison in France?
Is it GRAS?
GRASSE.
Got these questions.
Sorry. Oh my goodness. Good one. Potato, you got it. Lou. Red keg. Oh my god. Everyone's being super goofy, I think, unless they really mean these. Red keg, you got it at one point. Kelsey, you got it. Oh my goodness. Saz, that's not it. I'm losing track of all the guesses here. Wait, Meat Daddy, will you give us a final answer? I see some things floating around there. What is your updated guess? Please state once more for the record. Cop car. Oh, Meat Daddy. You had it. The answer is helicopter. Coincidentally, his 2007 breakout was on Bastille Day. Yeah, I should have just given it to you, huh? Because you already said it.
Wow, you could have just taken the first answer, Mums.
Yeah, but I didn't see it.
Controversial. Meat.
Okay.
Meat, we are still proud of you. You still did great. That was tough. You got a tough question. That is very tough.
Yeah, that is hard. Audacious. Yeah, that is audacious.
Round of applause for Meat Daddy, everybody.
Yay! Those will go back in the drawer. All right. Well, that's been fun. I think now we're going to move on to the cryptic. Thanks for playing trivia. Who has missed it? I have missed it. Trivia is always fun.
Same. And once again, congrats to Kelsey.
Yep. Congratulations,
Kelsey
Tamale.
Slam. Yep. To all the tamales out there. Claps, claps, claps. All right, let's do Steve's latest variety cryptic. There it is.
All right. So for those who don't know, Steve, just wanted to say Steve's name in the Steve Madden voice, but anyway, sorry, I'm very spacey today. Lol. 4 of the answers. So, oh wait, no, I already forgot what I was saying.
Lol.
Steve makes cryptics.
Yes.
Steve makes variety cryptics, and he puts them on a Patreon, which you can subscribe to if you want. Very affordable, I think Dab mentioned earlier. It's $1.50 a month, and there are 2 variety cryptics that come out every month. Very cool. So we're doing the one that just came out on the 1st of the month. Hopefully anyone who wanted to solve it had time to do that. As always, it'll be on a red light, but if you want to throw G's in the chat, you're welcome to do that as we go along, indicating that you've gotten it. All right, let's read the little intro. 4 of the answers in this puzzle cross over their intersecting entries, not making real words. For example, a crossing of mental and playground. Hey, look at that little shout out. That's cute. Might yield mental in one direction and playground in the other. Okay, I see. The 4 crossed letters, when read left to right, top to bottom, spell the thing being crossed by 4 additional entries. Spell the thing being crossed by 4 additional entries, which must be modified before entering the grid.
It's all right. We've got people here to help us if we're in need.
This note has me shaking in my booties. I love the idea of Red Keg wearing ankle boots with clattering ankles.
If there's a picture of this having ever happened, Red Keg, I want to see it in the Discord.
Yeah, we want to see you in booties.
This is pretty similar to what Steve usually does, but I feel like the part about it making not real words is different, right, Moms? It's usually they make
different. Yeah, I understand. I think what's going on, but what I don't understand is the second part. But usually, I feel like with variety cryptics, once you start doing it, it becomes clear. Sometimes it can be a little weird at the start, trying to figure out what stuff means, but I don't know. I'm hoping it'll be okay. Enumerations have been withheld. Got it. Whoa, so many 6s. Look at all these 6s. Interesting. All right. Shall we?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. It's only 4 letters, so I think it'll be okay.
Yeah, and ultimately the majority of these are typical cryptic answers, clues and answers. So anyway, all right. Hopefully we'll be able to get at least a little bit.
Enumeration just means...
Can I answer that? You want me?
Oh, sure. You go ahead and answer that.
Sorry. Never mind.
No, go ahead.
Were you?
I wasn't even sure. No.
Okay. So basically, when in cryptics, when you have one across is a great example, 2 words, it'll tell you that, for instance, the first word might be 4 letters and the second word is 2 letters. If the answer were grow up or something. But in this case, it doesn't tell you the enumeration of it does tell you how many words there are, but it doesn't tell you the number of letters in each word. Yeah.
Right.
Because there are shenanigans, I think usually that would give away if this had an extra letter in it, it would give it away if the enumeration said the number of letters. If it were, say, 2 words and 3, the enumeration was 3-2, we would know that we're putting in an extra letter. So yeah, the enumerations are often withheld if there are shenanigans or a variety aspect of the cryptic happening. So the enumerations aren't withheld, they're just lies. Yeah, it is interesting because this doesn't necessarily need to be in there, because we can see that we're going to put 6 letters in there. So unless, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure why that's included, but all right. Should we start with one across? Why not? One across.
Sure.
Setter, sweeping back, cat fluff.
I wonder if it's me. Maybe it's AEM.
Right, or it could be I and just be the letter I.
Yeah, but okay, I see. So then sweeping back would be something else.
Yeah, so it does look like something's going to go back, right?
Right.
Fluff. Cat fluff.
Okay.
What did Kay say? It's like your face, and the answer is ugly because you are actually beautiful. Oh. All right, I'm not sure about this one.
I'm not
I
either.
would say I'm
not
happy
either.
to move on.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we go to one down. Petty smear, endlessly crafty.
Endless. So something's losing its last letter, but I don't know if it's smear or crafty or a word for either of them, probably.
Yeah. I mean, crafty is a nice anagram indicator, but I don't know that that's true in this case.
Mm-hmm.
Smear could be also an anagram indicator. Endlessly could mean something's missing the last letter. Not clear to me at the moment. Crafty, sly.
I'm not sure. It's not coming to me.
You know what? I think I have this.
Nice. What do you think it is?
I think it's probably measly. So smear endlessly is MEA because it doesn't have either of its ends. ES or the R.
Okay.
Crafty is sly, and all of it means petty. Like a measly this.
Like a petty
that.
amount. Yeah.
Yeah. Do we like that?
Works for me.
Okay. All right. Maybe we'll look at this one. Vehicles almost reliable outside of crosswalk.
Vehicle outside of crosswalk. All right. So a word for reliable without its last letter, maybe, and it's going around. A word for crosswalk, but man,
is that like X or something or T? You know how sometimes there are like letters that are the visual representation of a thing? I don't actually know.
Almost reliable. Ooh, almost reliable outside.
So in that case, the vehicle would be the straight def. So are there vehicles? Maybe we could get this the other way.
I'm thinking like Lexus, but that wouldn't make any sense for the rest of it.
You mean Leas doesn't mean reliable?
Are you? I hope the joke means you're feeling a little better, Mums.
The headache is a little bit gone. Yeah.
Good. Yay.
Yeah. All right.
Round of applause.
Here, unless you want to stay here.
No, I can't.
The other thing is that this could actually be a 4-letter word. We should note, based on the theme. So, just something to keep in mind. Maybe we can look at this one again. Setter. So it does look like me, maybe. Sweeping back. Cat fluff.
Yeah, maybe me isn't going backward, but cat is. Meat.
What does sweeping mean, though, in that case?
Oh, it could just mean sweeping. Oh. I was reading it as sweeping back, like going back.
Oh, that's the
maybe
whole
not.
indicator.
Maybe
no, it might be that. Yeah, you're right.
So maybe a word for cat. Fluff,
like a lion or something.
Yeah.
Menoil. That's fluff, right? Just kidding. Yeah.
Oh, meat. Come on.
I only like some men oil. Other men oil is not great. But when you got the right men oil.
Hey, can you F11 just real quick?
Yeah.
Sorry, my eyes get very easily distracted. Yeah, I can't think of what that could be unless it's not sweeping back and it's a word for sweeping going backwards, like, and then the straight definition is cat fluff. But that doesn't make sense. I think it's gotta be me. It's gotta be me. Yeah, I don't know.
I do have 9. This is pretty easy. I think you will get it quickly too.
Oh, I love hearing that right before I look at a clue.
Well,
oh no, I'm definitely not gonna get it. Okay, I'll try.
Okay. I'll read it out loud.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. To start, elitist queen unfriends any lesser peer.
Okay, so it's going to be equal, but this must be one of those with an extra letter.
Yeah.
But I don't know where that letter's going to go now. So I guess we could. What if you write in a note next to 9 equal?
Well, one second though, because we can definitely see that this is going to be a Q and this is going to be an A, right? Because it's somewhere in the middle and it has an intersecting. Like the reason it's extra is because it has a down clue. It did say it would be in the middle, right? Never at the beginning or end.
Did it?
I don't know, but you agree that this has to be like these, or at least this one has to be the Q because it doesn't intersect.
Because it doesn't have a down clue, right?
Yeah. So 4 of the answers in this puzzle cross over their intersecting entries, not making real words. Okay, so it doesn't. So it does not specifically say that it's in the middle. So at least I think this is right. And yes, we can write in equal here.
I don't think we would forget, but just might help to see it from far away.
Okay, so ultimately having this does not yet help us. I guess we could assume this is an L and C. Okay, old TVs. I'm just going to put it in for now just to see. Old TVs donation material.
Old TVs. Tubes. Old TVs. Donation.
wonder if this is a double def.
I don't know. Old can mean.
I mean, it can be just an O. I'm not seeing.
It can old. Okay.
Yeah, we can try it. Oh.
Donation
okay, I actually
material.
have one across, and it's not an O.
Okay. Do you have the parse?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to give me a hint?
Sure. So this is not an O. I looked at this first testing if it would be an O. There is a word for cat going back, and then the setter is
I'm
me.
sorry. You have that one, not 4 down.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The reason I have it is because I was testing to see if an O could be
No, that's
right.
okay. Okay, so the me is right, and is it a word for cat going backward?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's a pretty common one. It's not any specific cat. Sometimes it's a 4-letter word. Sometimes it's a 5-letter word. So sometimes it could be this 4-letter word, or you could add another letter at the end. Same first 4 letters. That means a cat.
And it means cat?
That's one of the things it means.
Oh.
Nice story. It could mean something derogatory. It could mean something else. I don't want to be too obvious with my hints.
I am too, Red Keg, but it's not Mom's fault. You want to type in one letter and let me see if I can get it? How about that?
Sure.
It's not Puma.
Hey, puzzling old man. No, it's not Puma. Meme up. You did have the first 2 letters right.
What did you just say? Meme up? What does that mean?
That's what Puma would be. No, wait.
Oh.
Yeah.
Meme up. You're telling me that's not what it is? All right.
No. I know, shocking. This is what it is, though.
Can you take out the U unless that's right?
That I'm telling you the U is right.
But it's not Puma?
Oh my god. No, it's a more.
Oh, mess up.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, it's really trying with the hints there.
So it just didn't make sense with fluff.
Yeah. So to fluff
to like fluff a pillow.
Up.
Okay.
Yeah, like fluff your hair up or do something like that, which I had considered, but yeah, I wasn't sure. Okay, so now we have a P there. Old TV's donation material.
Oh, okay. I have it. Do you have it?
You have it? No, I don't have it. Can you give me a hint?
It's a double definition.
Okay, I was wondering about that. Oh, yeah.
It's an old technology. Yeah, I got it. Unfortunately.
Plasma.
Yep.
Yeah, you like plasma TVs, don't you?
Oh, they're far superior, but they were just a lot more expensive to manufacture. And a lot heavier. But yeah, they're basically completely dead at this point. Nice job.
Yeah. So now we know that one of these is a U because this has to be an A. So maybe we look at this and see if a U makes sense. Look at this, see if a U makes sense.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, actually, I already have this one, so we can maybe start with that.
Small something servings of asparagus, small fruit. Servings of asparagus?
Are you calling a red light on me, Red Keg?
They're not called stalks, right? Wait, asparagus?
No, it's close, but that's not it. So it's, maybe try the other side of the parse. So if servings of asparagus is the straight def, what would small fruit be?
Well, it'd be S as sapple. So it is sapple.
In this case, I'll just tell you, since it's servings, it's plural.
Right.
And fruit is also plural. So that's you're looking for.
Okay, small. Is it actually a fruit?
Yeah, it's a specific
okay.
fruit. Sapple. Sapples.
Sapple. Aw. Small fruit. What?
Daddy.
That's actually adorable to think about. Servings of a spirit. It's not spears, pears.
Yes. Pears. Yep. Spears,
Nice
pears.
spot. Nice job.
So
hey,
nice. Scoopable.
Equipal.
Yep.
So
there we go.
do we want to write, instead of having equal there, maybe write the P on the right in the note?
Sure. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
All right. Wonderful meal presented half-heartedly.
Okay. Wonderful meal presented
I'm confused. But
wonderful meal presented half-heartedly. Presented. Could it be like MEL or MAL? Like that's half-hearted? No, that can't be it. There's not enough stuff there. Wonderful. Oh, I wonder if it's wonderful.
We're going to say super?
I was, but that doesn't make sense.
I know. I was thinking like soup is a meal and half-heartedly is without the O because O is one of the halves, but I don't see where you could get ER from. But it does feel like it should be super, but I don't understand why.
Oh,
but
I think it might be right.
Oh.
Presented half-heartedly? Okay. Super?
Oh, no. Yeah, I see what it is now. It's not about soup. It's about it's supper. Supper's the meal.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Nice. Soup on the brain. You know what? I could use some soup. Vehicles almost reliably outside of crosswalk.
Okay,
I have a guess for this, but don't blame the purse.
Vehicle. Is this a BAFTA?
I think. I mean, but I don't have the parse, so I don't know.
Is it lorry?
I mean, I'm guessing, but do you see the parse? Because I don't. Almost reliable.
Crosswalk.
Outside.
Wait, what is a lorry? Sorry, is that a vehicle?
Yeah, lorry is like a semi, I think. Like a truck.
Okay, so lorry. Almost. Lorry. Loyal? Almost reliable? No. That can't be without the...
Yeah.
But what could crosswalk? How would the R be?
Oh, maybe it's railroad crossing? No. Because loyal, LOY, outside of...
Yeah, but it can't be loyal without the AL, almost. You would never take off two letters, right?
I don't know. People who got it, can you just tell us, is it Lori, or are we wrong?
This just in.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Not using the theme.
All right. We're not using the theme. But how are we not?
What? Is this another?
So then that would mean that either the L here or the R.
Oh, that's not what Red Keg is this just inning about, which is quite a word. Oh, I think the word is right, but remember the second half of the note.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what?
The 4 cross letters when read left to right, top to bottom, spell the thing being crossed by 4 additional entries. So we might have to modify something. Oh, man. See, this is where I was hoping we wouldn't need...
The 4 crossed letters when read left to right, top to bottom, spell the thing being crossed by 4 additional entries, which must be... Damn it, Steve.
Yeah, I think we wait, because but look at this. Look at that. Bit of Sazerac, sports, and cussing. Okay.
Well, I assume it swears.
Yeah.
So it's just S from Sazerac, and then wears is sports. Nice work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Let's try 11 down.
Okay. I agree. Like Alice's story, British kids character, pastry, per spooner. Uh-oh.
Oh, 2 words hyphenated. Like Alice's story. British. I wonder if this is Wally. Which is
so it seems like
okay.
I am confused about the. It seems like Alice's story has to be
because of the spooners on the other side. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay. Of course. But sometimes spoonerism, grammar gets a little weird. But then, okay. Right. So British kids character and a pastry.
Okay.
Need to be
right, and it's hyphenated. There's a spooner. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, have no idea.
I'll keep going. Yeah, okay. I'm cool with that. Breaking Dawn, spellcaster. I
have it.
Oh, nice. Do you want to give me a hint?
Yes, spellcaster is the straight definition.
Not a witch. Not a warlock.
What do you think looking at this? Yep. Good job.
Oh, okay. Breaking. Yeah, of course. It's an anagram. Hello.
Wand.
Nice.
Moms.
Oh, sorry. Yep.
It's okay.
There you go.
Nice.
All right. Maybe we look at this one.
Yeah.
Oh, justify retro nude rave.
Huh.
Nice.
Retro nude. One of those words I assume is without its first and last letters, maybe. Justify, yeah, right? Warrant. No. Justify. Retro nude.
My high school lab partner is engaged to Taylor Lautner.
Wow.
I don't know what this is. Do you want to keep going?
Yeah, let's keep going. Yep.
Okay, maybe this one.
Mm-hmm.
Commercial investment in graduate exam score.
Okay, commercial in graduate exam Or it's score. So commercial investment. Graduate. What are graduate exams?
GRE
RE.
usually.
G. Can you try putting that in real quick? Yeah. So investment.
Oh, I think I have
Score?
it. I think this is another themer.
Oh.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Oh, grade?
Yeah. So add is commercial invested
Oh.
in graduate exam, which is GRE, and its score is the straight definition grade, and then we have just an additional N here in wand. So I guess per our convention, we're going to write in an N there, right? Or writing it in here. Sorry, 24.
Yes. Yeah. Puzzling old man with a rim shot worthy quip.
Uh-oh. Puzzling old man, how are things going? How is your whole renovation going? I feel like I haven't
you
seen
never
you in a while.
wrote the.
I know. Thank you. I was rewriting it because it was inconsistently lowercase.
Okay.
All right. Let's look at the down here. Keep talking country. Hey, oh my goodness, it's a Sid's Grids. How's it going?
Hey, Sid from sidsgrids.com. We're doing
How
a
are
Steve
ya?
Mossberg variety cryptic right now.
We are.
And hanging out. Good to see you. Hope you are doing well.
Yeah. Keep talking country. Oh, I have this. That's good.
Yeah,
You know what's funny, Sid? It recently came up that, in fact, we are from crossweirdtv.com, actually. Dab does have the domain crossweirdtv.com. And so if you ever want to, you can just go to crossweirdtv.com and it will redirect you to Twitch.
What a fun fact. We've always had it, for the record.
Yeah, right.
I mean, go on.
What? Oh, it's not go on. Yeah, no.
Country.
10 months
Keep
into
talking.
the remediations. Yay for no leaks. I know that's a big issue.
Aw, Ori. Thanks, Ori.
Aw, Ori.
Sid, you get to use some emotes.
Yes.
And no ads. All the perks. Thanks, Ori. Much appreciated. Always so
Red
generous.
Keg. Don't make me remind you that I feel like I've said this before, but one person that I worked with for a while who was like a sworn enemy of her old employer bought every variation of his name and some of his company's names that were not in use, every variation of domain name for this person's personal name and variants that would make sense for a new company that they were gonna start as like yeah, the biggest FU to that person ever.
It is savage.
Yeah, it's sad. Only someone seriously spurned thinks of stuff like that. I'm telling you, like, yeah. Anyway,
I do have this, by the way. I did get it.
Yes. Okay.
Cool. That. It's Gab on.
Yes.
Gab on. Cute.
Very cute. So I would say this is like kind of a cutesy punny double definition, I think is what.
Yeah, because Gab on means keep talking. Yeah, sure.
Right. It's Gaboy? Is that how you pronounce it?
No, you had typed in "gaboy" at first.
Oh my gosh. I was about to, yeah. Huh. Interesting, Sid.
Oh, yeah, that does happen. I know a lot of people who've sold domains that they've owned for a really long time, and it's just randomly worth a lot to a particular person for whatever reason. Yeah, it is weird.
Oh my gosh.
It is super weird. There are people, so many people who do it as their main source of income.
Yeah, totally. The doctor has just written a note that says flatbreads with a smiley face with a dripping tongue emoji. I don't know. Sorry.
Did he make flatbreads? Is that what's happening?
Apparently he did, as if I'm not streaming
Nice.
right this very minute.
Oh boy.
Anyway, yeah, no, that's not some weird something. All right, let's do this. Maybe E.
Yeah.
No, this is called
25 down, otherwise known as, yeah.
Clear relaxation right inside.
Okay, so I guess
I have this.
It's going to be relaxation with an R in the middle. Relaxation.
Ooh, AVCX Plus is dropping in inboxes right now.
Whoa, all right.
Very cool.
I'm looking forward to seeing who that is.
What is it today? I did see that there is a Cryptic by Patrick Barry. Speaking of cryptics. Oh, it's Ryan and Brooke. Nice.
Ooh, very nice. Ryan, Brooke.
Oh, yeah, Sid, we've been chatting on the Discord about how we would like AVCX merch.
Yeah, there are a lot of people who would buy it, so I hope that's something that's being seriously considered. All right, so let's clear. So it means clear.
Yeah.
X.
It's a little tricksy, I would say.
Clear.
A bit.
Like maybe. So a word for relaxation with an R. Clear. Oh. Erase.
Yes.
Oh. Do you think that's tricksy?
Clear
to clear
is
something
I don't
to
think
erase.
that's the first. Was that the first thought for you based on the surface of what type of definition of clear was going to be?
No, I mean I was thinking see-through at first, but
yeah. Same. That's the only reason I say it's a little bit, because it's just like a concealed tense or concealed kind of definition there, which is very typical for cryptics, but still just trying to get you to open up your mind to the idea that it might not be the first type of definition you think of for that straight def.
True.
Nice job, Ori.
How about 31 across?
Yeah, so many canoes for repair.
Okay, I assume this is probably an anagram of canoes?
Yeah, it's my guess too.
So maybe...
Oh, I have that.
So many? Like oodles or like...
Similar, yeah.
Wait. New York Times crossword dad hat?
They've always had merch.
No, I know. I'm wondering. No, I don't know what that looks like, and I didn't know Red Keg.
Wow.
A tote would be really nice.
Yeah.
I've certainly looked at a lot of tote options.
Yes, but it has to be the right tote. We gotta make that clear. This was a conversation.
I do know that now. Yeah.
Discord.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Not all totes are created equally.
Do you really have that, Red Keg?
Yeah, Kate. I know we feel the same way.
Okay. So many oodles.
I'm gonna mute for 1 second so I can take a bite of flatbread.
Take your time. It's fine.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Is it a bucket hat by chance? I haven't actually clicked the link. Let me click it. Oh, that. Okay.
Raid's here! Raid! Yes, raid!
Oh my goodness, a raid! Hey! Hey, Ben, how's it going? Hey, haven't seen you in a while. Nice to see your name pop up. Thanks for the raid. How'd your stream go? What puzzles did you do? We're doing, spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't done this latest Steve Mossberg variety cryptic, but that's what we're working on right now. Mom's just muted for just a bit. But yeah, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Baseball cap your dad would wear in the 90s. Got it. Okay. It does look like that, as opposed to like the like more erect ones. Like the, I don't know a better word for it, and I regret using that one. There it is. Oh. Nice, Moms. Moms, if you want to just finish, I honestly don't mind talking to the chat for a bit. We just got raided by Ben. Fireball, Ryan Chasm, near times acrostic. Ooh, I love a good acrostic, especially by Emily and Henry. Talk to you later. Good luck. Good luck to you and Ben. Hopefully it goes, both Bens. Hopefully it goes well. Meet Daddy. You want another day of detention? Don't challenge me. You just... Oh, okay. This is... Hi, Catherine. How's it going? Hi from the raid. Hi from in here. Thanks for coming. I couldn't think. Yeah, Kelsey, you know how hats are like way more like, they're just, they stand like straight up more. Like they're, I don't know how to explain it. Hi, Kath. This is interesting. I didn't mute Moms or anything. I just want everybody to know that this was her own free will. No, Kelsey, do you really not know what I'm saying? They're like the hat itself, like people wear them higher on their heads. Like they're more straight. I don't know how to say it other than that. I'm not going to, I don't know if you're baiting me, but watch Moms not say hi to Kelsey. Yes, less floppy. High profile. Sure. But they're okay, sure. Stiffer. All right, we got another one. Bagel. If I didn't know better, I would think you did that on purpose.
Okay, well,
does anybody else
flatbread? It was pretty good.
Oh, I was gonna just ask a really hard-hitting question.
Yeah. What is it?
Does anybody else own a bucket hat? Because that reminds me of like an 80s dad hat. Okay. Noah's in chat. Okay, Kelsey.
Noah's on the board as well. You know what, though? I will say I have been considering a bucket hat more.
See?
Because, or just like a more, I don't know, like a gardening hat or something. Because I, like many, would like to avoid the aging sun as much as possible.
Yeah, nice. A floppy hat. I don't have one, but
I think they should be worn.
I always had a soft spot for them as a kid, and the nostalgia factor is still it's still high on the list. Anyway, I guess I won't get one now.
Yeah. All right. Are
no,
you ready?
yeah, we're
I'm
talking
ready.
about two different things.
Oh, sorry. I will mute again and eat another piece of flatbread. 1 second.
Oh. While Mom is muted, I'm gonna give Stella some food. So I will be right back, everybody. Let's see. Meet Daddy, you're in charge. Uh-oh. What is happening? This has very this has very Shining vibes. Mums. Mums. Mate Daddy, how dare you?
All right, I'm back.
I'm done.
Spicy flatbreads. Okay. All right. Are you ready? I think this is where we were.
Yeah, so many, and I kept guessing oodles, but it's apparently not oodles.
It is not oodles.
Obviously, because it's...
paper?
Do I what?
Do you have a piece of paper?
Oh, it's an anagram, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I can get it.
Yeah. How's everybody doing, by the way? I know that was a long break. I feel renewed by flatbread.
What?
Hey, Broloff. Panic and confusion. Aw, red keg.
Oh. The name of Red Keg's memoir. Hi, Broloff. What the heck is this? Why can't I?
Do you want me to give you the second letter?
That's
Correct.
Oh,
How do you spell that?
Oceans.
Yep. Wow.
Jesus.
Was that a bit?
No. God, I wish it was. God, I wish so hard it was.
The build-up.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so many canoes for repair. Canoes is the anagram fodder for repair is the indicator. So many is oceans, like oceans of
Thank you, Broloff. That means a lot.
Stuff, letters.
Wow. Okay.
All right. Well,
28 down.
We're back at it. High school drawing class, guys. Okay, can't read. High school drawing class guys finally get complex unit.
Okay. Can you just move the mouse pointer just a little bit, please? Okay.
In what direction?
Huh?
Where do you need me to move it?
No, it was just over a word in the clue. That's all.
Oh, okay.
High
High school
school
drawing class guys finally get complex unit.
Complex unit?
This is really not coming to me.
Unless it's another. I don't know. Let's get 33 across.
Yeah.
Try to.
Yeah. Cuddle, sweet people.
Okay. I don't know why I'm immediately think this is going to be a triple definition somehow. Cuddle,
right.
Snug, sweet, people. I really think it's going to be a triple definition, but
could be. Yeah, that is a
cuddle.
cute surface. All I can see is nuzzle, but that's definitely not right.
Sweet. Shoot. Sweet people. Maybe that's it. Sweet people is.
What? Broloff, nice work. Kate, nice work.
You sound surprised.
Well, because Broloff said LMAO, question mark, question mark. Oh, Ori, thanks for hanging.
Oh, see you, Ori. It's always such a pleasure. Thanks so much for the gift sub.
Yes.
Hope he sees you. Cuddle. I mean, nuzzle. Noodle. No. Cuddle. Nuzzle up? Like. I don't know.
I don't get it.
Maybe let's try 18 down.
Yeah. Protects cards sloppily. Entertaining the French. Okay, well, I have a guess about the parse.
Yeah. Protects. So I'm thinking it's cards and LE.
Right.
LE is in the middle. So I'm thinking
so
after the A. I mean, before the E.
Right.
And then cards. So put an S there.
Okay. I have it.
Cradles. There you go. All right.
Oh, hi, Evie. What is this? Let me see.
Oh, Evie.
Oh, so cute.
Does it say boob?
Boob
It does say
peak.
boob. Oh, what a cute emote. Hi, Evie. How are you?
How are you?
Yeah.
How are things?
see
How
you.
are you and all the kitties and your partner and anyone else?
Wait. Is the cat back? Is your cat back with you? I know after the move, you didn't
Right.
have your cat right away, but he was coming in like a month or so, I want to say. Is that all? Has that all happened? So yeah, cradles.
Yes. I'm sorry to hear that, puzzling old man. Excel is trying to protect you from yourself, it sounds like. Oh, I got this one. Okay. Very nice.
Cuddle.
It's not a triple def.
Nestle?
It is a double def. Yeah. Oops.
Nest?
So it's a double def. Oh.
But I don't.
Cat's still hanging with grandma. Cuddle is one definition of nestle, and sweet people are Nestle. Another definition.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, like Nestle.
Oh,
brand.
sweet pea. Okay.
Yeah.
Question mark.
That's
Got
why
it.
it's a question mark. Yeah.
Got
People
it.
who make
Got it.
Honestly, it's so good as a clue, but also that company is not a great company.
That is
Yeah, I am not always remembering who to support and not support. I don't remember all of Nestle's foibles, but I do remember them being not great.
true. They are huge as well. They own so many companies.
True.
High school drawing class, guys. Finally. Oh, finally. Wait.
I know. I looked. I don't think that's it.
Okay.
Or at least not the whole thing.
Well, what the heck is it?
I don't know. Well, okay. I want it to be art, obviously, or AP art. Maybe this is another one of the ones that is part of the theme, but not in the way that, like, in the second part of the theme, like this one, where you have to like take something out. I want this to be AP art, and then apartment.
Complex unit. Yeah.
Unit.
Okay.
Drawing class, guys. So if it were AP art, apartment
So
would get
it would just be
AR.
AP.
Guys, AR.
Guys.
I don't get it. I don't understand yet, but hopefully we will at some point. Maybe we can get this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I actually already have this. I had seen it earlier. ESPN stream contents ruined.
It's blame lag anagrammed, right?
Yeah, I think it's
ball game.
Yep. Yes. Okay, so I see what this should be. Flat. Yeah. High school drawing class. Guys, finally get complex unit. So complex unit is the straight definition get is probably linking.
What the heck? Guys? What?
This must be part of the Hey Jeffo. How's it going? Welcome in.
Hey, thanks for looking up the stoplight.
Yeah.
We are on a red light, as you can see. Good to see you. We're doing a cryptic.
Nice.
Okay.
So we flag this one as potentially being a themer because we don't get it.
Right, but
let's keep going. Are there instructions for this one. Yeah, here, let's show you. And just so you know, if you like cryptic crosswords like this is from a Patreon. That's from one of our friends, Steve Mossberg. It's only $1.50 a month. You get two puzzles every month that are similar to this. They're all variety cryptics. Yeah, so I'll read it too in case it's too small. 4 of the answers in this puzzle cross over their intersecting entries, not making real words. For example, a crossing of mental and playground might yield Mengetal in one direction and playground in the other. The 4 cross letters, when read left to right, top to bottom, spell the thing being crossed by 4 additional entries, which must be modified before entering the grid. Oh, I think we can hear something on your end. Hello, Dab?
What?
We could just hear. Okay, I don't know what that was. Did you open something? Because something came
I didn't
through,
hear anything.
Oh, weird. Okay, I'm probably hearing that.
Was it on your end?
I guess. I don't know. Did anyone else hear that?
What was it?
It sounded like Verdsky's voice randomly. Of all people, it could have been someone else, but it did sound like.
Oh.
Yeah. I have no idea. Weird. Okay. The 4 cross letters, when read left to right, top to bottom, spell the thing being crossed by 4 additional entries, which must be modified before entering the grid. Enumerations have been withheld. Sorry, that is what's going on there.
Yeah.
So the 4 cross letters, when read left to right. So we have actually a few of them. We could start to try and figure that out. Top to bottom, spell the thing being crossed by 4 additional entries, which must be modified before entering the grid. So we have so far this P. That's extra. We have this D. Is that it? I think so,
I think
right?
that's...
Unless something's going on
yeah,
with this
the
one.
P... Let's see, the P, the D. Right. That's it, right?
Yeah. So something P blank D blank is being crossed.
Oh, no, sorry. P and then N, not a D. Because that's grade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So P blank N blank is being crossed in potentially this one and this one. Oh, was it Dab wheezing? Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I think we can.
Red keg.
Attacked.
By
Oh
Stella?
my goodness.
It was not that. My goodness.
Okay. Anyway, hey, look at this. We could probably get this one, maybe. Okay. Standard Ren Fair weapon jargon.
Standard. Okay. Ren Fair weapon jargon.
Okay, I have this.
Okay.
Aw, Geekiest wants to see you pet Stella.
Standard Ren Fair weapon. Is this just a double definition?
No. So it is a total and complete charade. There's
Standard
no
par?
parts. Yep.
Ren Fair weapon is a lance. Parlance. Yep. Nice job. Okay. You're welcome, Geekiest. Thank you.
Maybe we look at 21 down.
Thanks,
huge.
Geekiest.
Oh.
All right. Yeah.
Huge humorist.
Humor.
Huge humorist Appropriating Sappho principally. Uh-oh.
Principally? Is it HAS somewhere? No. Wait, what does principally mean again? Doesn't that mean first letter?
First one. So maybe it's just
the S.
Just yeah, exactly.
Can't.
Oops.
Huge. No.
Oh, and you know what? Appropriating might just mean that S is going inside.
Oh.
I have this. Yeah. Okay.
Huge. Cosmic?
Yeah. So comic going around S.
Oh, humorous.
Huge.
Nice.
Humorous is a comic taking the S of Sappho. Nice. All right. I guess we could look at this one. Shows off street routines.
Shows off.
Okay, I have this.
Street routines. Shows.
Oh, sorry. While you're thinking about that, Kelsey and Bagel, are you still here? And Meat Daddy.
Oh.
And anyone else who's interested in nails. Because I did just get a little e-file because it was just too much of a pain in the ass and too easy to hurt myself with a regular hand file doing a fill. So I will be giving it a shot. So I'm gonna take off my nail polish and
fun.
Yeah. Just thought Bagel.
Will you share in the Discord?
See.
Okay. Did you know we have a Discord?
Do we really? Where would one find that?
Oh, that's a really good question. I didn't even think about that, but there's a link. I just so happen to have handy.
Nice. Look at that.
Shows off street routines. Okay, shows off. All right. Well, I think it's going to end in an S. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. Is it struts?
It is. Job.
So routines are ruts?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There you go. So street is ST, routines is rut, and shows off is the straight duff.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Hello, Evie. I love that emote too. That one's really cute.
Pause.
Aw, Boob's got great emotes. Lingerie. French ones crushing the German.
So how do you say one in French? Uns?
Yeah, it could be un.
Lingerie. Oh, no.
Crushing the German
is
makes it sound like. Yeah, it's not that in this case, but this is a very cute clue.
Is it just G?
So this is interesting.
Oh. It has to be like uns or something, right? Around.
It is uns. But I think that this is missing a letter. You're supposed to take out a letter here.
Okay.
Well, unless it's just un. But no, I think it's missing
French
a letter.
ones, yeah. So what? Yeah. Okay, what?
So let's just it's missing a letter, but this is what it would look like, and then think of a 3-letter word that goes inside. That means
D-I-E. Yeah. So undies, but we don't know. Okay,
right. I don't know.
So, but we can put. Let's try to get that. Yeah.
Yeah. March, Prada, design. Excellent.
That's funny, Eve. Boob. Boob. What? I literally just said boob for no reason just now. March Prada design. Excellent. Okay. March Prada design. I wonder if it's a word for March
actually, that would make this just wrong. So I do think I have 22 across, so now 22 down, so now I'm very confused. But
what do you mean we would make it just wrong? Sorry, I don't know what that means.
That what would go here does not correspond at all with
I see.
the word undies. Yeah, does not appear.
March Prada design. Excellent. Is excellent just E?
Yes.
Okay, so March.
Design is an indicator.
Parade.
Yes.
So Prada anagrammed and then an E. Nice. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So that means that undies can't be right at all. So I guess it's just something different. Or, well, it's probably a themer.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm going to write themer.
Sure. Themes. Okay.
All right, maybe over here. Clumsy tech department holding writer back.
Okay, clumsy tech department. It's going to be it. I assume
right. It's probably this because tech department. Right. But
I wonder if it's
this might be a
idiot. Yeah. No,
it's a themer. So this is one of the extra letters.
But it's not idiot with an extra letter, right?
No.
Okay. Inept, in depth.
Yeah. So pen is going backward in there inside of IT.
Nice. Okay, so we've got a D.
So D is another one.
So we've got a P, an N, and a D.
Which means it has to be penned, right? Can it be anything else? Because it's 4 letters.
But aren't we
and D?
Aren't there other letters that are extra, you were saying?
Okay, let's look at the 4 of the answers in this puzzle cross over their intersecting entries, not making real words. We get that part. The 4 crossed letters, when read left to right, top to bottom, spell the thing being crossed by 4 additional entries, which must be modified before entering the grid. So maybe if we look at something weird, like, does penned make sense to cross this? Or, oh no, pond. That's what it is. It's pond, probably. You have to cross the pond. It's probably Britishisms. Because Lori, remember
Lori,
we said
flat.
That probably is right.
Yep, that's it. Across the pond, I guess.
Yeah, so they become BAFTAs. But I still don't understand the parse here. You know? Because it doesn't sound like...
I still don't get the parse on that.
Or this one.
You're right.
Know? But maybe it's because it's using some BAFTAs in the parts as well as in the
I'm curious to look. Does Steve provide the notes for the variety ones as well?
Do you mean like the solutions?
Yeah.
I don't remember actually.
Okay, I'm curious. All right, well, let's keep going.
28 down is gettable. High school drawing class.
What do you mean it's gettable?
Guys, I think they mean the parse.
Oh. High school drawing class. Guys. Flat? Finally.
So Jeffo sometimes will ask for it, and other times not. In this case, since the parse on this would affect the rest of the puzzle, I think we'll ask not to have that explained yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
In general, red light is just, we will ask on a fairly regular basis, but just wait for us to ask. Yeah. We do often do these on a yellow light too, which is just light hinting. And there's always a chance we'll change it to yellow at some point. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, apparently we already said it. Which I don't understand. Pond. I don't get it. I don't know what I said before. I mean, high school
honestly,
drawing class art or AP art.
Flat? Most of the pieces. Okay, can we just, let's come back
Keep
to
going.
it.
I agree.
Yeah, please.
Yep. Maybe we can get this one though.
Yeah.
Or maybe not.
Maybe
actually.
Okay.
Yeah, we can get this.
Pastry.
I think I have it. Is what I mean to say.
Okay, 2 part.
That's what I'm thinking. Poo tart, which is amazing.
What?
Because it's a spooner. Pooh is the kid's character. And
oh my god, Poo tart.
Is the taste.
Oh my god.
Delicious. Like Alice's story, 2-part. So is Winnie the Pooh British? Why am I
didn't
just
think
about
so.
to have a whole
Is it?
revelation?
I guess maybe it must be, right?
I guess. I don't know. Is Milne British? I guess he kind of has a British accent, right? Okay, yeah. Does everyone have a British accent in the? Is Eeyore British?
In it?
Oh, bother. Fair, Bagela. I don't know why I said it like that. You like that?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, speaking of kids stuff, Tigger was American. Honestly, that checks out. That does track. Tigger is way too energetic to be anything but an American. Energetic, annoying, naive.
God, my least favorite people.
What was I gonna say though?
That we should keep going.
I was gonna say no. Speaking of kids movies, I don't hate Tigger. You're right though.
Yeah, I need some water while you talk, if you don't mind.
Hold on. I was gonna say that the movie that I was watching last night, in a bid to broaden my Disney movie knowledge, for whatever reason, I started with the newest one and not all the older ones. Movie I was watching when I had an ocular migraine and stopped being able to see and had to stop watching it was Encanto. So I am currently trying to watch a children's movie from Disney because I am just acutely aware of my lack of Disney knowledge when I do puzzles. And that is all. But I haven't figured out entirely why we don't talk about Bruno yet. Because again, I couldn't see and I had to stop. Well, Meet Daddy, I will find that out, won't I? Probably I'll stop this mission after a few. But for now I'm trying. All right, well. Now what do I do? Anyone want to tell me a secret? Here on the internet? I can't do the puzzle. Or can I?
Hello?
I'm tempted. Hi.
You're tempted to do what? Were you talking behind my back?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, no.
Which secret do you think I told them?
That I'm in real life really, really nice.
Damn it, it didn't work. I was going to try and see what secret you're holding from the chat, but
Oh my goodness, Momes.
as it turns
So
out,
sly.
Yeah, what can I say?
Always up to no good. I'm going to try to
me.
snack on some peanut M&Ms, and I hope nobody hears me. But I bet you can hear the bag.
Oh, we can hear it. I'll tell you if you're
Thank
all
you.
up in the
Sorry.
microphone.
Okay.
Okay. Can we keep going though? Are you cool with that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's go down here maybe. Peaks around nap times. Peaks around nap times.
I have it.
Okay. You want to give me a hint? Is around C, like circa?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nap
You'll get
time. I don't know. Peaks is not coming to me. Peaks.
So just a 5-letter word that could mean nap times.
Oh my God, Moms put you on a secret 3-way call and is going to ask you to talk trash about us.
Would never.
Bagala, why do I know that we grew up around the same time? 3-way calls were such a vibe. Mm-hmm. For what it's worth, I don't think that I ever did that or was in that situation as far as I knew, but I do know that that happened. Peaks around well, oh, I got it. So nap times are hex and to peak is to check, even though that is not the correct spelling of that kind of peak. I don't know. What? Give me another hint.
C is around.
No, I know. We already established that.
Oh.
Nap times?
Dan with that weird question mark. Like if we're talking a bunch of like gibberish or a bunch of shit, I might say, come on, Momes, give it a
Oh, okay. Crests.
Yeah.
Nice. Good job. Also, welcome back, Sid.
Subtle hint.
All right. How to buy Lego resources.
Slug, where are you?
Yeah, right? I
have it. This is a cute clue.
I feel like it's going to be something sets. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. How to buy Lego.
Insets. And a resource is an inset.
No? I think it's assets.
Oh, you're right.
Assets. Mm-hmm.
Cute. This is almost as a question marky clue. Mm-hmm.
Kind of just a, like you said, punny double def, I think.
Right. The only problem with Twitter is all of it. Glad you made it out. Always leave a breadcrumb trail back to the real world. Perhaps take a rope and establish it on some stationary object here in the real world before you dive in. Painting subjects in gun duels occasionally. Okay.
I think I have it.
Why am I not seeing it though? Where Oh, in is part of it too. Right. Okay. So I knew it was nudes, but I was having trouble finding the N, but it's because it's in. So the straight definition here is painting subjects in gun duels occasionally is NUDES. So every other letter of in gun duels. Okay. Excuse me. Oh my god, I just got 26. And how this theme actually works. Bagala, good job. Very nice. Okay, maybe we can get this. Oh yeah, this one. Okay. So I do know what this is based on the theme. But I
is the straight definition lingerie?
Mm-hmm. I don't know how the parse works, but I do know the answer. It's often a point of confusion. So the answer, the straight definition is undies, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the British word for it, per the theme.
Oh.
Do you know this? Said the parse earlier, Hagabaka for real? Well, okay, so the parse is correct that it's undies. Uns going around D. But then how does it translate? Okay, I guess you just there's no additional part.
What? You're saying it's
Dan. Sorry, I'm. Don't listen too closely to me because I'm still trying to figure it out.
Using the theme.
Oh no, that's our second. This just in. I don't know the slang, so this is gonna be hard, I guess.
Well, I can just tell you what this is. We already parsed it correctly and got what the answer would be if it were in American English. Do you want me to just tell you what this is?
Sure.
It's pants. So pants. It's not really slang. It is like the word for underwear for bottoms. Underwear bottoms are called pants. Who's Justin? Yeah. The best part is that I made that mistake, Sid, and that is a theme. That is a button that we came up with. And this is our stream, so I should know. But I was confused looking at it for a second. This just in Crossbeard, not using the theme. So yeah, I think that like what I'm guessing is so maybe this is. Oh. So this, I see. Okay. So 28, AP Art is a high school drawing class. Guys are men. Finally get is T. And the answer, the straight definition is complex unit. So like if this were normal, this would be apartment. AP Art, men, T. So the idea, yeah.
But it's a BAFTA.
Yeah,
like in the actual puzzle.
You just translate it to a BAFTA because it has to go across the pond. So this,
that's why
a lorry is like a semi, maybe, or I don't know, semi truck. Like I don't know what we're trying to parse here, but so vehicle's the straight definition. Almost reliable. So a word for reliable with the last letter missing. Going around crosswalk, which I'm not totally sure what that is in cryptics. But yeah, so it's gonna make a word for lorry, which it's a truck. Yeah, you know what? No. I was gonna say trust. Reliable is trust.
I was thinking that too, but
truck. It doesn't. Yeah, I don't get that yet. Oh my god, Sid, crosswords. Whoa. That is deep. Okay. Maybe we look at this one. Racket setter uncovered in breakfast nook. Racket, setter uncovered, and breakfast nook. Racket, setter uncovered, and breakfast nook. So at this point, we know if there's an additional letter, it's got to be an O. Right? Because that's the only one we're missing. There's one added. Racket. So racket could be like din.
Setter uncovered. Could it be like TEV? Like
Could be. Breakfast nook. What would a nook be if it's in a cryptic? I'm not sure about this one. I kind of want to keep going if you're cool with that.
Sure.
14
down?
Yeah, let's try that one. Tavern on empty plain. Okay, I have this one. It's not difficult. Sid, what on earth?
I have a guess for 14 down. So tavern is pub, on empty is E, and it's pube.
There you go. Only partially autobiographical. Nice. That is gross. Thank you for that.
Sorry. Bear.
Mostly because it makes me think of a pube in a... There's nothing gross about pubes inherently.
Moms!
What?
You don't have to... No. Sorry.
What?
Like, I'm eating snacks and, like, the thought... I'm sorry. It's my fault.
Oh, really?
Oh, no. Okay. Goodbye! I made a mistake. I've made a big mistake. No, I'm blaming me. I'm blaming myself. I'm putting myself in a timeout.
All right. Anyway, there's nothing wrong with them, but they would be concerning to find in a tavern is the reason I was having that reaction. Jeffo, there you go. Nice. How rude. How rude to them. All right. Okay. I guess Stop is really gone. Okay, no, he's there.
I want to think warrant, but like...
Maybe this is a BAFTA. Maybe this is one of the BAFTAs.
Justify. Warrant.
How do you spell that?
Well, it would just be A&T. It's one letter short, right? Like.
Okay, so maybe there's an O that's added. But then we have to figure out the parse of warrant. So if you just put in warrant, just ignoring that last letter, see if we can parse it. Retro, nude, rave. Rant could be rave.
Right.
Retro.
Oh, retro.
Nude is raw.
Oh. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
going
that's what
backward.
it is. So that's where our last extra one is, but we don't know where it is.
So we know that's an R, though.
Yeah, we do. Oh, yeah. That's
no, that one. Yeah.
And then this has to be an A because it doesn't cross something.
Right.
And then this has to be a T.
Right.
Okay.
Well, let's try to get 7 down, I guess.
Sure. 17 across, maybe.
Or that.
Doctor's ride getting modded. It's rad. Nice.
Okay, so modded. I think it's an anagram of it's rad.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh, Juffo, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated.
Thanks for the follow.
It's good to have you.
In. Yeah.
Don't call them plain. Yes. All right, it's rad. So doctor's ride or doctor maybe.
Oh yeah, I have it. Okay. Yeah, this is a fun clue. It's not really a BAFTA, but it could be considered a BAFTA if you were being extremely picky, but in culture it's not.
What's the straight definition though? Doctor's ride?
Mm-hmm. I would say if you have a piece of paper, writing it down would really help. Okay.
I just keep thinking ist, but
it's not that.
Okay. Well, you can just put it in then.
I'm going to start with the first 3
letters. Oh, TARDIS. Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
I should have gotten that a long time
Once
ago.
you write it down, though. No, it's weird because it's not an English word, you know? But once you write it down,
I don't know.
It helps a lot for those. Yeah. Okay, maybe we can look at 7 or 5 down now. It'd be good. It's a little shorter. Empty suit, taking in metal tour.
So it could be ST is my guess.
I agree. Taking in metal.
And a tour.
Oh, I have it.
So a tour is a...
Think about 3-letter metals.
Stint.
Yes. All right. I guess we could try this one.
Mm-hmm.
Sun god in Fail totally drops from above.
Well, just because the letters that are there, I'm wondering if it's going to be Fail F at the start and then an L maybe at the end. Or maybe... Or not.
You know, it's funny. I have part of this, but I...
Totally in all?
Oh, I have the rest of it.
So I think it's rainfall?
It is. Yep.
So we've got...
So, do you want me to parse it?
Fail. Totally drops. So it's just drops from above is... Okay. Totally is all. Oh, yep. How are we getting rid of the second I? F-A... Wait, no, never mind. Never mind. All right, go ahead and parse it.
Okay, so sun god is Ra.
Right.
In is in, fail is F, and totally is all. So it's just a big old charade. Yep.
Kind of tricky just by the wording of it.
Yeah.
Like in... Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Okay, excited to reveal relaxing music venue.
Excited to reveal. Excited to reveal. Excited? Did we get we didn't get the 4th. No, we did. We know there's an O somewhere in Warrant, right?
In fact, why don't we look
It's probably there, right?
These.
Yeah, I was seeing we should look at 7 down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Primarily Arabic musicians playing in desert.
Primarily Arab musicians play Arab Arab musicians playing. Oh wait. What is going on? Primarily again. That's not the first use of primarily, right? And I'm wondering if just like the last one, it's not first letters. In desert. So maybe.
So this is either an O or an N.
Right. Just based
the
on 15 down, my guess is that's an O, because that would be an N. It doesn't look like that would be an O. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I have what this is now.
Dinette?
Yeah.
Okay. Din.
So let's parse it.
Setter, uncovered, is et, breakfast nook. Nice.
Oh, it's literally the word setter, right? Okay, nice. So this is an O.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so then...
I mean, I still don't see what's happening here.
Arab musicians playing...
Hey, JM, how's it going? I didn't catch you there.
Oh, hey,
Maybe
JM.
we go
I didn't either. Yeah, sure.
Reported store features beach location.
Yeah. I have it. It's locations, okay. Just in case that throws you off.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Give me a hint. What's the straight def? Is it beach locations?
Beach locations.
And it's a homophone?
Yep.
Is store a noun or a verb?
Store features is what's the homophone.
Right. Okay. Store features. Tills. Store features. Shelves. Beach locations. I don't know. Give me the first letter.
I.
Aisles. I see. Nice.
Nice. I already see what 5 across is going to be, and that's going to be exciting.
Okay,
and
let's
funny.
See. Nice. Oh! I already have a guess. Sausage, masala, missing ingredients. So I think it's salami, right?
I think so. That's a sausage.
Right.
Masala is...
Oh, I see it.
Missing in... How are we getting an I instead of an A?
What do you mean? What's your parse so far?
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, masala... Wait, sausage is salami, right?
Okay. Yes, that's the straight definition.
Oh my god. It's just hidden.
Jesus. Ding dang hidden.
Every time. Ding, dang, hidden. Every time.
Yep.
Oh. Excited.
I wonder if this is one of the themers.
I have eaten an entire pineapple while you've done this puzzle.
No.
I think it's okay.
I love doing that, but yeah, it hurts. Who here isn't slightly allergic to pineapple? I think it's just a regular thing.
Really?
Maybe we can look at... Oh, yeah, this one.
I think it's AM. No, starting with AM. Like, primarily... Unless it's just okay, maybe not. Maybe primarily Arabic is just the A?
Let's look at this. Oh my gosh, we haven't looked at it once. Samples including bite of BLT, Reuben, and others.
What? It's samples. Oh, okay. I think I have it.
What do you think the straight def is?
Samples?
Okay. All right. So you have it, but you're not sure of the parse?
Right.
Do you want to just say it and we'll try and parse together?
Yeah, tastes. Unless it's just bite of beat.
This does not look great.
No, it doesn't. All right, maybe it's not that. What is that, though? Excited?
I'm thinking, could it be loft? Like
music venue?
Music venue could be a loft, but
what? Excited to reveal? I don't.
So, okay. We've had how many of the other types of themers? We've had flats. We've had Lori. Have we even gotten another one yet?
Lori, pants.
Oh, pants. So we have one missing. So one of these three is going to
be maybe
a BAFTA.
I wonder if it's loft, maybe, or lift. No. What?
Primarily Arabic musicians playing in desert.
That's so confusing.
Samples.
Bite of BLT Rubin and others. Bite of BLT would be B.
Right.
Rubin and other, including bite, or it's just samples, including bite. So like,
right, and it's like sandwiches. You know what? That's actually, I was thinking about that, and that might be the better guess if it's going to be a BAFTA. Like that, there's a.
Do they have another word for sandwiches?
I don't know.
Do they call them tastes?
Sarnies, but that obviously doesn't fit. Sandos, I feel like. Okay, so if it were samples, actually, you know what? Samples could be tries. Let's see if we could make something out of this, including bite of BLT.
That would be an
including bite. Samples, including bite.
Well.
Oh, good night, Saz. We did not forget about your redemption.
Sorry, Saz. We'll do it tomorrow or the next day you're here. I promise.
Or it could be here.
But wouldn't tries is TRIES?
Oh, even better. Is it? Whoa.
Jeez.
So is it tribes?
What? Why would it be? I'm confused. I'm so confused.
Reuben is a tribe.
Oh.
Is that right?
Oh. Oh, jeez. Okay.
Geez. What? Okay, I have a guess for this one now. And I I'm pretty sure it's right. What's the BAFTA equivalent for something Jewish? Oh, I see. Okay, I see.
Oh.
So that's like a historical name of a group of Jewish people. Is that correct? It's a lax. Yeah, wait, no. So it would need to be, to keep it consistent, Dan, is there an Israeli award show? And because we have Oscars, we have BAFTAs, we have Logies. Reuben is one of the 12 tribes of Israel.
Got it.
All right. So, oh, I get this now.
It's lift, right?
Yeah. So excited is elevated or something.
Okay.
It should, the answer should be elevator. You know, because we're then translating it to lift.
Oh,
and
right. Excited, music. Elevated to reveal relaxing.
Oh, nice. JM points out that this is an Ophir.
There we go. A new one.
That is a new one.
Hi, Ella. Wait, when did Ella get here?
I don't know.
Was it when I stepped away? Okay.
I don't know.
Hi, Ella.
I'm not sure.
But how are we getting elevator?
So excited could be elevate to reveal.
To reveal relaxing. Aye. This is breaking my...
Okay.
Is 7...
This one I'm not getting, but I do have this one.
That's abandon. It's dessert.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, did I spell it right? Yeah. Hey, wow.
Musicians playing is band.
Band is on. Like playing is on the radio, playing on the radio.
Oh, right. Yep.
On the radio.
Oh, right. Hey, we did it. Good job catching that.
Wow. This was one of the tougher ones, I think.
Uh-huh.
Right?
These are not Steve's Cryptics, I tell you. No. What a clever idea and so well made. Yeah. Steve?
No, we didn't, Jeffo. I want to look back at that. But yes, in the meantime, Steve, amazing. I just love how much Steve has like settled into this variety cryptic world and is coming up with so many fresh new themes. I don't know how, but I love it. And I think it's really cool. Okay. The only casualty was Kelsey's mouth. Don't love to see that, but you know.
Can we look at 6 down, please?
Yes, I would love to. Excited. So it should be elevator. That's what we should be getting from this parse. And the relaxing music venue is the straight definition.
Oh, like music? And that's the straight definition, but excited to
reveal.
So excited is lift? I mean, is...
No, so based on the theme.
I know, I keep confusing myself. I know.
Here, you know what? Why don't we do this? Because it might help to actually write it out. Elevator. So that's the word we should be getting. So elevate can be to elevated could be exciting. Excited. I don't.
Yeah. No, I understand. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm just not seeing the connection from elevated to elevator. Unless I'm...
Well, I don't get it. I don't see what is going on
exactly.
here. Yeah.
So does somebody actually know exactly what's going on with this one?
Yeah. Can you give us a hint? It seems like a lot of people have it.
Kate, why don't you give us a hint since you said yes first?
Yes, please. Excited is an... Oh, my God. Elevator is an anagram of to reveal. Come on. I think our brains are just at this point.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, it's just too late at this point.
What? That got us. Okay.
It did. And it shouldn't have, because that's actually not difficult. Excited to reveal is very straightforward as like an anagram indicator and fodder. It's just I think our brains are at this point just bored.
Sorry.
What about the parse 16A?
But I want to just put it that Haka goes, what do you do when you're excited? Me throw up. I didn't even see that happen in real time, and I had to go back and understand it. Okay, elevator.
Oh, yeah, we didn't get this one, did we?
Yeah, no. Yeah, we didn't.
Because I don't fully know what we might be looking for. It's maybe truck or semi.
Yeah, what's the I don't exactly know what lorry means. Like, I know what all the other things mean. You're saying it means truck or semi?
Yeah, it's like delivery truck or something like that. So it's truck. Okay, we're trying to get truck from this. Most reliable. No, almost reliable.
Oh, outside of crosswalk.
Oh, of course.
Is CK. Almost reliable is true without the last letter. Okay.
Okay. All right. We did it.
Oh.
We finally did
Hey,
it. Steve,
GG.
can you imagine if Steve actually watched the VOD and got this far? If you did,
I hope you didn't,
sorry.
Steve, but if you did, very nicely done. Let's give Steve a round of applause. Hi, Steve. Yes.
Hi, Steve.
In the future. Hey, let's finish off with the B.
Yes, let's do it.
Hopefully it's like time. 3 words.
Yeah.
So here's where we'll change the light to a green light. What?
I just had to get that ding ding notebook out of the way. Yeah, okay. Jeffo. So in addition to having a Patreon, Steve has actually, let's write it here. SquarePursuit.com, right?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you're already aware of Steve. I don't know if you are aware of the indie cryptic world or how you found us, Jeffo, but yeah, SquarePursuit.com. Steve has a bunch of cryptics. He has quiptics that are pretty straightforward. He has more difficult ones all on his site for free. So if you like that style, check it out. Okay, let's do this. Green light. Yeah, mate.
Encampment. Whoa. Geekiest, right out of the gate. Meat.
Yep.
Both kinds.
Yes.
Tenement, says Geekiest.
Tenement. Very nice.
Team.
Wow, there's 47.
Team, also both spellings of team.
Yep.
Tame.
Wait, go ahead. Reduce this a bit. Uh-oh. How did that happen? Tame. What else do we have?
Mana. Meant. Feet. Wait. No, teat. Wait. Kelsey. Manatee.
Temp.
Damn it.
Manatee.
Temp. Attempt. Teammate. Panama.
Why is that acceptable?
I don't know.
Does Panama have a non?
Oh, like a Panama hat, maybe? Hyatt? Oh my God. Tamp.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. And camp. Yep.
Mama.
Mace.
Mammy.
Penmen and penman. Cement.
Yes, got
Nice,
cement.
Jeffo. So we've got meme.
Meme, nice. I always love that it accepts
We
that.
don't have
Meat?
the other meat. MEET. Yeah.
Nice.
Pampa? I don't know what Pampa is.
Matt?
Ape
Pampa?
Man?
Oh, what's that?
I don't know.
Ape Man. Whoa, it is. What is that? Say it again. Hey, dragon.
Name tape?
Go.
What's name tape? Mean?
Just name. Nice, Catherine. Amen. Meta.
Name.
Ape
Meta.
Men. What are ape men? That's so funny.
I guess us? Ape men.
Is that where
we have
Papa
ape
Scratch
man.
comes
Okay.
from?
Camp. Came.
Yep, got those two.
Somebody's gonna do the Iuga. Mecca.
All right, 10 more.
MC.
Nice.
9 more. Lion's Pride. Well, that would be.
Oh, enema. Nice.
Oh.
Main.
Manta. All right. 6 more.
Enactment.
Enactment.
Wow.
Whoa. Geekiest, you're on fire. Enactment. 5 more. Emanate. Pace. Oh, it needs an M. Catherine, that's all it needs.
Oh, Evie.
Oh,
all right,
sorry.
so we have 4 left.
Pam map Acme. Good job.
Let's open up the first letters. So we have 3 left that start with an M. Letter count is 4, 1 4-letter and 2 6-letters.
Yeah, so maca,
like the powder? No.
Mata, maybe?
We have meta. We have mean. Hey,
mean.
nice.
Oh my goodness.
Okay,
and then meme we have.
So we have 2 6-letters left.
Meant. Oh, we already have
that
it.
one.
Good try, Eve. So 2 6-letter words. Let's see. What do we have? They're going to be 6-letter words.
We have so mana doesn't work, but we do have with 2 N's. Menace. Okay.
Okay, one more. Does
anyone have a clue?
Manana? Oh, that would be weird, but okay. That's a good guess.
Oh,
we know it's a 6-letter word.
Yeah, it's going to start with an M.
Not to say that's not a real word. Tempe, no.
It's going to start with an M, everybody.
Start with an M and be 6 letters, all. So, Maraca, no, we will. We will. That's been our rule since day one. Matata.
Oh, mentee.
Mentee. That's it.
I put too many E's in.
Nice job. Nice job, everybody. Do a little celebrate. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Let's see if anybody's around to raid.
Let's do it.
What do we have? Who is on?
I see curse words, physics doing something different.
Oh, Dan is on. Let's go say hi to Dan.
Yeah.
Dan just became affiliate, so if anybody's interested, at least for sure give him a follow, please. I assume he's probably doing Cryptic. What? What did it?
What?
Bob. Okay, there we go. Yeah, go say hi to Dan. Saying goodbye from the past. Bye, Eve. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Later stream tomorrow night, usual Friday night. Cross Weird After Dark. We're looking forward to it. We hope to see you there, drink in hand, whatever that may be. In the meantime, stay safe, take care, and see you soon. Bye.
Bye.